Whiskey Romeo 4 Tango, is that a Roger?
Whiskey Romeo 4 Tango, is that a Roger?
Yeah, QSO. That is correct. Call WR4T.
Roger, Roger, and what's the name there?
Roger, Roger, and what's the name there?
Yeah, name is Ted. Tango Echo Delta. Ted's the name. Just been setting up for field day and trying to get a little, get a couple of reports, see how the antennas are working.
Roger, copy the name is Ted, is that a Roger?
Copy the name is Ted, is that a Roger?
Yeah, QSL, name is Ted, Tango Echo Delta. Tango Echo Delta, Ted's the name.
Roger, Ted. Well, why don't you give me about 10 or 15 seconds and tell me about your antenna system. Let me see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Let me see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
No problem. I can switch antennas too. It's actually a 20-meter lazy H. So it's it's a pair of stacked center-fed elements, and they're spaced 43 feet apart, which is way too close for 40 meters, but fine on 20. And they're 86 feet long, but fine on 20. And they're 86 feet long. Center-fed. The antenna's been working great. Anyway, I thought I'd try it on 40. The other antenna here, I've got an end-fed half-wave I can switch over to as well. This is WR4T, currently on the lazy H.
Roger, Roger, Ted. Well, let me give you some audio here, and once you go back and forth, if you've got like an easy A-B switch, and see which one's the hottest. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net, and we'll be recording from now until 5 with any luck, and Ted is shifting antennas, and we're just curious as to which one might be the best. Back to you, Ted.
Sure, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm still on antenna number 1, 54321, 12345, test, on antenna number 1. And now we're on antenna number 2, 12345, 54321. We're running a 10-tech Scout here at the field day site, just 50 watts, and I'm still on antenna 2. So, anyway, thank you very much. This is WR4T.
Roger, Roger, Ted. Now, I was copying the mail on my local antenna, and I couldn't hear a difference. When you switched from the one antenna to the other antenna, it did not, drop a beat. I'm looking at your audio on a VU meter, and I saw no difference in the audio. It was both antennas were giving me the same reading for the moment. Where are you located there?
Okay, well, I'm back on antenna 1, which is the lazy H. I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio. We're very close, and I think this, the way this lazy H is set up is probably a nice cloud warmer on 40. I'm just trying to see if it compares, roughly equivalent to a dipole. Maybe it'll do a little better, but I would expect it to be perform like a dipole. And it just will save, if I can use this antenna on 40, it'll just save me having to put up another dedicated 40-meter antenna.
Roger, Roger. Now, are you out in the hinterlands, or are you at your base station? Yeah, are you at your base station now, or are you out in a park somewhere, or what's your location specifically, kind of?
Okay, well, I am out at our farm, which is about 10 minutes from home QTH, Claremont County. I'm right next to West Claremont High School, right across the street from me.
Yeah.
R4T.
Roger, Roger. And what radio are you running there?
The 10-tech Scout. It's a 10-tech Scout, 50 watts.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Is it designed 50 watts, or did you just decide to run it at 50 watts?
Oh, it's designed. It's kind of like a field radio. It came out in the 90s, and it uses plug-in modules for each band. So if you change bands, you plug in a different module. But it was designed for a 50-watt operation. They had a 5-watt version of it for the QRP guys.
Oh, Roger that. Roger that. Well, It says, sounds really good. When, you know, my signal is kind of in and out. You're kind of in and out as far as the signal strength is concerned. But when you're in, boy, it's a really, really nice signal. And I don't mean you fade all the way out. You just fade down, you know, and so you have your high points and your a little bit lower points. But when you're on that high point, boy, it really sounds good, Roger.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I was maybe if I switched to the other antenna, one would be in a peak while the other's fading. But well, I certainly appreciate your time and the signal reports. I'll probably just listen and copy the mail. I'm going to start packing up and heading out of here. Everything's ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll bring out the tent and sleeping bags and all the fun stuff. Sleeping bags and all the fun stuff. I'm sorry, I didn't catch the name on that end. So, again, this is TED-WR4T, just east of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Roger, Ted. Name here is Jim, Juliet, India, Mike. This is KC9VKV. We're located down around Louisville, Kentucky. We're on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. And this is the Qso-Vlog net. We usually assist folks in setting up their radios. So far this afternoon, everybody's been doing a good job. And I suppose the radio that you're using right at the moment has a fixed transmit bandwidth. Probably, what, about 27? Would you say 27?
What, about 27? Would you say 27?
Well, yeah, it's definitely fixed. And actually, because of the way the filtering works on this radio, you have to be very careful of how you adjust it for when you're aligning it, because I've done an alignment on it for CW operation versus sideband operation. Because when you're running CW, it's the filter is a little asymmetric. It's not really centered, and it has a variable bandwidth filter that Tentec came up with. They called it a Jones filter, and patented it back at the time. So anyway, it was a very simple circuit, low cost, but it's fairly effective, and it does a pretty decent job as a CW rig.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, you know, thing is, you know, I do prescribe as if a person has the possibility of achieving that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, I do suggest that run that way, and that gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. However, on lesser widths, you can do an EQ job and make that radio sound like it's running 2900 when it's running far less than that. It's just a matter of EQ, and I think you've achieved that pretty good, because your audio does have a lot of you know, articulation in it, Roger.
A lot of you know, articulation in it, Roger.
Oh, very good. Well, I think some of that's the microphone too. I've mated it with a Shure 444, and that is a very crisp, kind of punchy microphone. But if you're not careful and overdo it, the audio can kind of start to sound very tinny and pitched. So I hope I haven't completely eliminated the low end. Anyway, back to you, WR4T.
Roger, Roger. Well, Ted, this is just an excellent example of what an articulated radio can do, because I'm copying the mail on you many times when your audio is the same level as the noise. So you're actually making it through right at the same noise level, but your audio is articulated, so it's understandable even under high QRM, Roger.
It's understandable even under high QRM, Roger.
Oh, very good. One more time, I'm going to switch antennas. Now I'm back on antenna number 2 now. This is the NSET halfway. I just thought I'd give it another try before I sign out of here. But as I said, we The only thing I have to do is I'm still charging a battery on solar cells because you get a little bonus point. You make 5 Qsos. And that's the other thing about the 10-Tech Scout is it will run very, very well on a little scooter battery, a $50 scooter battery. It'll run, a couple of days without any trouble at all. If you're working a contest, it won't make it a couple of days, but for normal mechanical operating, it'll be fine. I'm on a little scooter battery.
Roger, Roger. Well, I went to my Virginia. I was copying you up in Virginia, and then I went to my. You kind of faded out there, and I went to my Kentucky SDR and finished that last part on my Kentucky. So that radio's getting out for sure. Well, listen, Ted. Let me say 73 to you, sir. I wish you all kinds of luck in your endeavors there in the field, and I hope you make a lot of contacts, Roger.
You make a lot of contacts, Roger.
Thank you very much. And we'll be running all CW over the weekend. We normally do field day just CW, and that's usually sideband though is an excellent way to kind of check out how the antennas are performing. So thank you again, WR4T, Cincinnati, Ohio. I'll be going on standby. Bye-bye.
Roger, Roger. 73 up that way. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. If you want to hear your audio, go to YouTube, do that call letter search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. I'll take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3100, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. So 73 there, and we'll catch you later. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.